The night was supposed to be lighthearted. My wife, Emily, had begged me to accompany her to the office party, an annual gala meant to celebrate the company's growth. I wasn't the kind of man who enjoyed such events, but seeing the way her eyes lit up while she got dressed convinced me to go. She wore a sleek black dress that hugged her in all the right places, and I couldn't help but think she looked like the woman I first fell in love with years ago. The hotel ballroom glittered with chandeliers, the air filled with the sound of laughter and clinking glasses. I stuck close to Emily as she introduced me to her colleagues. Most of them seemed polite enough, but there was one man who caught my attention, Daniel. Tall, sharp-dressed, and far too comfortable standing close to my wife. She laughed a little louder at his jokes, leaned in a little closer when he spoke. I told myself I was overthinking it, that maybe Emily was just being social. But as the night wore on, I found myself drifting to the edges of the crowd, nursing my drink, watching her. My chest tightened each time Daniel touched her arm or brushed against her accidentally. I wanted to walk over, put my arm around her, and remind everyone there that she was my wife. But pride kept me frozen. I didn't want to look insecure. It was nearing midnight when the music softened, and couples began drifting onto the dance floor. Emily had gone to grab some air on the terrace. Something in me felt uneasy, so I followed quietly. That's when it happened. Through the glass doors, I saw her. My wife. Emily. Standing close to Daniel. Their laughter floated back toward me, muffled by the music inside. And then, as casually as if it were rehearsed, she tilted her head, and his lips met hers. Time stopped. The glass in my hand trembled until it slipped, shattering on the marble floor. Neither of them noticed, they were too lost in each other. My chest burned, but I couldn't breathe. I wanted to storm out there, to scream, to demand why. But I stood rooted, watching the woman I trusted more than anything kiss another man as if I never existed. And then it got worse. Emily pulled back, her hand still lingering on his chest, and whispered something I couldn't hear. Daniel smiled, leaned in again, this time more passionately. She didn't resist. In fact, she pulled him closer. That broke me. I stumbled away from the glass doors, my face pale, heart pounding. I wanted to collapse right there in the middle of the ballroom, but I forced myself to walk, to keep moving. My world spun, but I managed to make it outside, into the cool night air. I don't know how long I stood there, numb, staring at the city lights. Minutes later, Emily appeared, adjusting her dress as if nothing had happened. Her eyes widened when she saw me, her smile faltering. "You left without telling me," she said, her tone carefully casual. I looked at her, really looked at her, and for the first time, I didn't see my wife. I saw a stranger. "I saw you," I whispered. My voice cracked, but I forced the words out. "I saw everything." Her face went pale. She didn't deny it, just bit her lip and glanced away. That silence was worse than a confession. "James," she began, but I lifted my hand. "Don't," I said. "Don't insult me with excuses." For the rest of the drive home, silence filled the car. My hands gripped the steering wheel so tight my knuckles turned white, while she sat staring out the window, her reflection blurred by tears she refused to shed. That night, I slept in the guest room. Or rather, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying the image of her lips on his. Every vow, every memory, every soft "I love you" felt like a cruel lie now. In the morning, Emily came to me, her voice trembling. It was a mistake. I don't know what came over me. But I did. I saw it in her eyes when she kissed him. It wasn't hesitation. It wasn't an accident. It was desire. "Do you love him?" I asked. Her silence told me more than words ever could. That silence broke me completely. I packed a bag that afternoon. She begged me to stay, said we could fix it, that we could try counseling. But all I could see was the image of her pulling him closer, as if he were the one she belonged to. Leaving wasn't easy. Part of me wanted to stay, to fight, to believe her promises. But another part, the part that had seen the truth with my own eyes, knew I'd never look at her the same way again. I walked out the door that day carrying nothing but a suitcase and the shattered remains of the love I thought would last forever. And the cruelest part? She didn't run after me. Maybe she already knew the truth too.